I am a new porn star performer from Governador Valadares in Minas Gerais, Brazil. I have just arrived to start my training immediately and I am so excited. I am going to tell you about my first week. Vixens were great from the start. They flew me business class and treated me with more care than I expected. A chauffeur had been arranged, but since my English isn't perfect yet, I missed that in the email and ended up taking a taxi straight to the studios instead of the hotel. No problem, they sorted it. That's when I met Greta. Many of you know her already. I had spoken to her on the phone, but meeting her in person was something else. She's a legend in our field, a CEO who performs and works directly with the creative teams and recruits talent herself because she knows exactly what she wants. She took me to the hotel bar where some of the team were meeting us. She reassured me they were only there to welcome me, not overwhelm me. They were all incredibly warm, which made me more excited than nervous. I behaved, had one drink, kissed them all on the cheek, and went to bed early. I wanted to be ready. The next morning I was taken on a full tour. Anthea, who looks after the newcomers, showed me the classrooms, the creative suites, and the rehearsal spaces. I recognized some of the people from the night before, now in their professional roles. Everyone was kinder than I expected. Then we walked downstairs to the basement training rooms. They were intimidating, no point pretending. Anthea explained that these were the spaces where the most intense team exercises are done. They're designed to push you, test you, and show you what you're really capable of. It sounded terrifying and thrilling at the same time. The next room was worse. A stark concrete space with harsh lighting, used to teach performers how to stay focused and calm under pressure. It looked cold, but Anthea assured me the exercises were safe and supervised. I trusted her. Back in the classroom, I got my login details for the training modules. I didn't expect to be learning so much about the production side, but it made me understand how professional everything was. That night at the hotel, my mind wouldn't stop racing. Then a message came in. I had computer-based training in the morning, followed by something called FAMIL. When I asked what that meant, the reply was simply a team-based evaluation with 2 senior male performers. Oh my God, my nerves shot through the roof. The next day felt like being back at school, but with higher stakes. When the evaluation started, I barely had time to think. 2 senior team members collected me and took me into one of the practice rooms. What happened next was intense, structured, professional, and overwhelming in the best way. It showed me exactly how high the standards here are. Afterwards, I had no idea what to do. They just left. So I sat there, letting it all sink in. That was only day 2. The next session lasted most of the day. I was given a costume for the camera tests, introduced to a trainer and a photographer, and we spent the first hour learning poses, angles, expressions, and movement. It was all about understanding how to shape your body for the camera, how to communicate confidence and emotion without saying a word. Then came the team workshop. More performers arrived, and we ran through scenario drills, timing sequences, and camera choreography. They showed me how tiny details, like where my hands go or where my hair falls, can change the whole shot. They stopped and replayed footage often so I could see what worked. It was exhausting, but incredible. On the bus back to the hotel, I realized I had already learned more in 2 days than I expected to learn in a month. Then came the session in the basement room, the one that had scared me. I wore a striped costume and was briefed by the staff photographer, who did everything to calm me down. When I entered the room, a full team was waiting to run the sequence with me. It was intense, fast, and mentally demanding, but everything was coordinated, safe, and handled by professionals. I surprised myself with how much I enjoyed the challenge. When it was over, I finally finished early. Walking out, a girl called Jill Ryan, one of the studio's most recognized performers, stopped me. She wanted to talk. She took me for coffee and gave me advice, guidance, and encouragement. Her last tip has stayed in my head ever since. Focus on what's right in front of you.
Don't try to control the whole room. Show your best work where it counts. That made total sense. Then I noticed that people were staring at us in the cafe. They must have thought I was part of the main Vixens cast already. Maybe they were right.
Well, that was my first week. Please subscribe and comment if you want to see me in a movie. I am loving this adventure and I want you to enjoy yourself, so it is worth it for me in the end. Bye bye!